Okay, all right. So, hello, my dear friend Richard. So, we will cover today some proverbs, and I know that in English it's commonly used to use some proverbs in speaking. So, we've prepared today 15 different proverbs, and would you be so kind? Could you please clarify the meaning of all these proverbs? So, I'm gonna read for you the proverbs, and probably you can explain them. So the first one is a bad workman always blames his tools.
Yeah. So that means that people don't take responsibility for their actions. So if someone is repairing something, then they didn't make the mistake. It must be someone else or something else, like their colleagues or their tools they're using.
I see. Okay, all right. And then could you please read it, this proverb as well with your beautiful British intonation?
Okay, the next one is a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Okay, so could you please explain it?
And that means that if you have a possession of something, it is more valuable than a potential possession in the future. So if you have $10, you could speculate to make $20, but better to have the $10 that you possess rather than risk it all to try and obtain more.
Thank you. Let's move to the next one. The next one I'll read. So, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
So this one means that normally you miss things when you don't have them. So a person that you don't see or lives further away or leaves, then you will have more feelings towards them than you did when you had the potential to see them all the time. So generally speaking, it is about valuing things that you no longer have access to.
I see. As far as you're a world traveler, so what do you usually miss the most when you're traveling from your
I
hometown?
usually miss my own bed
Mhm.
and having the ability to cook my own choice of food in my own kitchen.
I see. Good. You're wonderful. Thank you. So let's move on. Could you please read the next one and explain it as well?
The next one is a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
Mhm.
And that one means that particularly when working as a team, the team is only as good as the weakest member of that team. So that it's in order to have a strong team or a strong chain or a strong organization, you need to care for the every element of the team, because if you ignore one part of the team or one person in the team, then they have the potential to let the whole team down.
I see. All right. Okay. So let's move to the next one. The next one, I'll read it. So every cloud has a silver lining.
So in this, it means that even when something bad happens, you can usually find some element of positivity in what has happened. So if you miss your bus, you will be very angry and it will be something that's inconvenient to you. But maybe it will result in you meeting a person that didn't catch the bus as well. And you might make a friend that is your friend for the rest of your life.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay. Thank you for your kind explanation. So let's move to the next one. Could you please read it?
So the next one is actions speak louder than words. And that one relates to the fact that it's very easy to make a statement about what you could do or what you will do, but people should only really judge you if you actually take that action and turn it into a positive result.
I see. Got you. Okay. All right. So the next one is a fool and his money are soon parted.
And that one relates to being logical and sensible. with your money or with your time, because if you don't think through carefully how you spend your time or your money, then you can end up wasting it and losing it permanently.
I see. So the next one, among the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
So this one relates to the fact that in any situation, if you have any kind of advantage or somebody has any kind of advantage, that advantage could result in them being the strongest person in that situation. So even if you were, in this case, disabled by the fact that you only had one eye that worked, if you were with people that had no eyes that worked, then you would still be the strongest person to lead that team.
I see. Okay, right. Very good. So let's move to the next one. Could you please read the next one? It's number 24.
So the next one is a stitch in time saves nine. This one relates to preparation. So if you are careful in your organization and preparation, you will avoid making mistakes that will cost you longer time in the long run. So if you can avoid mistakes, it will be an advantage to trying to do or accomplish something too quickly, making mistakes, and then having to start all again.
I see. Got you. All right. Okay, that's one of the reasons why we prepare in advance.
Exactly. We have made lots of stitches.
Yeah, that's true. So let's move to the next one. The next one, I'll read it. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
So this is one that tells you that opinions are subjective. What one person finds beautiful, another may not. What one person finds interesting, another may not. It's good that everybody has a subjective opinion so that people like different music, they like different paintings, they like different movies. There is no one opinion that is correct.
I see. Got you. And the next one is beauty is only skin deep.
So this is similar to never judge a book by its cover, because what appears to you as being one thing, like for example, beauty, may, when you examine it, just be hiding something completely different under the surface, such
I
as
see.
a book that looks like it would be very boring, but when you read it, it turns out to be a very interesting book.
I see. Got you. All right. Very good. The next one, I'm going to sleep on it.
I'm going to sleep on it means that you're going to take your time to think through whatever the decision or the problem is that you are required to make a decision about.
I see. Very good. The next one is number 28. So, Richard, would you be so kind? Could you please read it and explain it?
The next one is don't put all your eggs in one basket. This one relates to taking an extreme position of risk. So, if, for example, you had all your eggs in one basket and dropped the basket, all your eggs will be broken at the same time. Whereas if you put your eggs in different receptacles, if you drop one of them, you still have the rest of the eggs.
I see. I see. So it makes sense. The next one, don't put the cart before the horse.
So, in any decision making process, there is normal a logical sequence to it. And if you try to uh, change the sequence or try to do something that you haven't prepared for, then you will have mistakes. Similar to a stitch in time saves nine.
I see. I see. Got you. And the last one, could you please read it and explain as well?
And the last one is make hay while the sun shines. This
Mm-hmm.
one is about taking your opportunities. When life gives you opportunities, if you don't take that opportunity at the time, you may never have that opportunity again.
I see, got you. And could you please name probably three most common ones, the ones that are commonly used?
I would say that every cloud has a silver lining is used very commonly.
Hmm.
I would say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder is
Hmm.
used fairly commonly. And I would say make hay while the sun shines is also used very commonly.
I see. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for your kind explanation, and we will keep on making some videos that will be helpful in order to become true experts in English. Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you, and
You're very welcome as always, Tatiana.
thank you. Have a wonderful day. Mhm.